Let me ask you something. When was the last time you thought about your prostate? If your answer is not recently, don't worry. You're not alone. Today, we're opening up a conversation that's long overdue but incredibly important for every man, especially as we move into our 50s, 60s, and beyond. We're talking prostate health, what it is, why it matters, and most importantly, what you can do right now to protect it. This isn't about fear, it's about power, about taking control of your health so you can keep enjoying life with strength, energy, and confidence. So grab your favorite drink, get comfortable, and let's get into it, man to man. Let's start with something simple but often overlooked. What exactly is the prostate? The prostate is a small gland, about the size of a walnut, and it's found just below the bladder and in front of the rectum. Its main job is to help produce semen, the fluid that carries sperm during ejaculation. That's right. Even though it's small, it plays a big role in male reproductive health. Now, here's where things get interesting. As men age, the prostate naturally grows. For some, this growth is slow and doesn't cause any problems. But for many others, that enlargement leads to a condition called Benign Prostatic Hyperplasia, or BPH for short. Now, BPH is not cancer, and it doesn't lead to cancer. But it can bring about a lot of discomfort and disruptions to daily life if we ignore it. As the prostate grows, it can press against the urethra, the tube that carries urine from the bladder out of the body. Think of it like stepping on a garden hose. The pressure makes it harder for the water, or in this case, your urine, to flow smoothly. This can cause a whole list of frustrating symptoms. You might find yourself struggling to start urinating even when you feel the urge, experiencing a weak or slow urine stream, getting up multiple times at night just to go to the bathroom, feeling like you never completely emptied your bladder, or even dealing with leaks or sudden urges you can't control. And let's be honest, no one likes talking about this stuff, but keeping it bottled up or brushing it off doesn't make it go away. In fact, ignoring prostate symptoms can make things worse over time. Left untreated, BPH can lead to bladder infections, urinary retention, and in some cases, damage to the kidneys. That's why this topic matters, not just for comfort, but for your overall health and well-being. The good news? Most prostate issues can be managed very effectively if caught early, and that's where knowledge, attention, and action come in. You don't need to panic. You just need to be informed, stay observant, and speak up when something feels off. Think of it like doing maintenance on your car. We don't wait until the engine dies to change the oil, right? Same goes for our health. So, as we continue this video, I'll walk you through the most common symptoms to watch for, and then we'll talk about simple things like diet, exercise, and routine checkups that can make a real difference in how you feel every single day. Let's keep going, because taking care of your prostate is one of the smartest moves you can make for a better, more active life. As we get older, many parts of our body change. Hair grays, skin wrinkles, and yes, the prostate grows. This growth is common and expected. But when the prostate grows too much, it starts pressing against things it shouldn't, and that's when problems begin. The most common condition tied to this is called benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH. Now, don't let the long name throw you. All it means is that your prostate is enlarging. but it's not cancer. That's the good news. But here's the challenge. Even though BPH isn't life-threatening, it can absolutely change your life. Think of the urethra. That's the narrow tube that carries urine from your bladder out of your body. The prostate wraps around this tube like a donut around a straw. When the prostate grows, it starts squeezing that straw, making it harder for urine to pass through. It's just like stepping on a garden hose. You still want the water to flow, but the pressure is building and everything slows down. And that's when you start noticing the symptoms. You might stand over the toilet and struggle just to get started. You might feel like you have to push to keep the flow going. And when it finally does come out, the stream is weak, like a dripping faucet instead of a steady pour. Some men find themselves waking up several times a night just to use the bathroom. Others feel like their bladder's never quite empty, like there's always a little bit left behind. And then there are those sudden urges where you have to go, and fast, even if you just went 20 minutes ago. Now, here's the part most men don't talk about: how all of this affects your confidence. It's not just about the bathroom. It's about your sense of control, your freedom, and your peace of mind. Some men start avoiding road trips, long meetings, or nights out just because they're worried they won't find a bathroom in time. But listen, you're not alone. Over half of men in their 60s have some symptoms of BPH. And by the time we hit 70 or 80, that number jumps even higher. So if this sounds familiar, don't brush it off. It's not something you have to just live with. It's something you can manage and even improve with the right steps, which we'll talk about shortly. But first, we need to understand what happens if we ignore these signs, and why getting ahead of prostate problems makes all the difference. Let's shift gears from problems to powerful prevention, because while we can't stop aging, we can shape how we age, and the choices we make every day play a huge role in how our prostate and our entire body functions over time. Here are 4 key habits that can help support and protect your prostate health starting today. 1. Eat like your prostate depends on it, because it does. Your prostate thrives on certain nutrients and struggles with others. Let's keep it simple. Load up on tomatoes, rich in lycopene, a powerful antioxidant linked to reduced prostate inflammation. Cooked tomatoes, like in sauces or soups, are even better. Cruciferous veggies, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts. These contain sulforaphane, a compound that supports cellular health and may help prevent abnormal prostate growth. Pumpkin seeds, high in zinc and phytosterols, both of which support hormone balance and reduce prostate swelling. Green tea, it's loaded with antioxidants and may slow prostate cell growth. Healthy fats, like those in walnuts, flaxseed, and olive oil, these support hormone balance and reduce inflammation. Cut back on red meat, especially processed meats like bacon and sausage, full-fat dairy. Studies suggest too much may raise prostate cancer risk. Sugar and refined carbs. They feed inflammation, which can make prostate issues worse. Excess alcohol and caffeine. Both can irritate the bladder and increase urgency. This isn't about dieting. It's about fueling your body with what it needs to function well, and filtering out the things that weigh it down. 2. Get moving. The best natural medicine exercise is one of the most powerful things you can do for prostate health. Just 30 minutes a day of moderate movement walking, swimming, or cycling can improve hormone balance, reduce inflammation, support weight control, and even ease urinary symptoms. Don't think you have to join a gym. A brisk walk around the neighborhood, light gardening, or stretching with music on in the living room can do the trick. Just keep your body in motion. Your prostate will thank you. 3. Strengthen your core. Including your pelvic floor. Men often overlook pelvic floor health, but it's crucial, especially if you're experiencing urinary leaks or urgency. Here's a quick tip. Try Kegel exercises. Yes, they're not just for women. These exercises involve tightening and releasing the muscles you'd use to stop urination midstream. Start with 3 sets of 10 per day. Hold each squeeze for 3 to 5 seconds. Over time, this strengthens the muscles that help you control your bladder. It's a small effort that can bring big results. 4. Hydrate the smart way. Water is essential. It flushes toxins and keeps your system working smoothly. But the way you hydrate matters. Here's how. Drink steadily throughout the day rather than chugging large amounts all at once. Cut back on fluids 2 hours before bed to reduce nighttime trips to the bathroom. Watch your intake of bladder irritants like coffee, alcohol, carbonated drinks, and acidic juices. A good rule? Your urine should be light yellow, not dark, not totally clear. These 4 habits, nutrition, movement, muscle strength, and hydration, create a solid foundation for lifelong prostate health. They're simple, they're sustainable, and best of all, they empower you to take charge. No prescriptions, no waiting, no fear. In the next section, we'll talk about the checkups and screenings that complete this picture, the tools that give you the full view of your health and keep you a step ahead. Let's bring this all together. You've heard the facts, you've learned the habits, and maybe, just maybe, you've seen a bit of your own experience reflected in what we've talked about today. Now here's the truth, plain and simple. Your prostate health isn't something to fear, it's something to face. Because when you take action, no matter how small, you take back control. Too many men wait. They wait until the symptoms get worse. They wait until a partner urges them to see a doctor. Or they wait because, well, life gets busy, and who wants to talk about that part of the body? But waiting comes at a cost. The earlier you catch a problem, the easier and cheaper it is to fix. Sometimes just a lifestyle tweak or a supplement is enough. Other times, early treatment can prevent years of discomfort or even save your life. So if you've been experiencing symptoms, don't chalk it up to just getting older. If you've been hesitant to speak up, let this be your sign. If you haven't had a screening in years, schedule one. And if everything seems fine right now, that's great. Keep it that way by taking care of your body like it's your most valuable asset. Because it is. Let's be honest. This isn't just about you. It's about your spouse, your children, your grandchildren. They want you around. They want you healthy. And deep down, you want that too. Taking care of your prostate is part of taking care of your future. It's about living with freedom, not tied to the nearest bathroom or worried about what your body might be hiding. So here's your next move. Start eating a little better, one meal at a time. Move your body, even just a few minutes a day. Practice those Kegels quietly, anytime, anywhere. Drink smarter and skip the caffeine before bed. And book that checkup because peace of mind is priceless. You're not too old, it's not too late, and your health is absolutely worth the effort. You've taken the first step by listening. Now take the second and start living with confidence, clarity, and control. You've got this, and we're with you every step of the way. Before you go, remember this. Your health isn't a burden, it's a gift. And taking care of it, that's not weakness. That's wisdom. So here's what I want you to do. Talk to your doctor if something doesn't feel right. Make one small change today. Your meals, your movement, your mindset. And if this message meant something to you, share it with another man who needs to hear it. We don't talk about these things enough, but we should, because staying strong for yourself, your family, your future starts with moments like this. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Stick around. We've got more real talk ahead. Man to man.